Also be heard as to the matter of bond.
Your Honor, we're aware, I talked to my client, the seriousness of the charges being brought against him, and the only thing I can say, Your Honor, right now is the lack of any significant criminal record, no felony record for my client.
Okay. Although it may be unlikely that you may be out of jail, Mr. Sinclair, given the nature of the charges, I'm going to place some non-monetary restrictions before we get to the monetaries. If you were to get out of custody, you are to maintain your current residence. If you must move, it must remain within Cuyahoga County. You would have to notify the court and Detective Wells, the lead detective in this case, of your address. You are not to have any contact with the decedent's family. So you're not to have any contact with Robert Sposit's family. Should you be out of jail, your area of travel will be limited to Cuyahoga County, which means you could not leave the county without permission. Now, the court will impose a cash surety bond. Mr. Dobik, there's been intimations by the county prosecutor that we set excessively high bonds. I understand the concerns, but I think $5 million for the sake of maybe excessive. I'm going to set a $3 million bond, which I still think is sufficient. If Mr. McGinty wishes to seek an addition to that, we will deal with that through Mr. McGinty when the case gets downtown. Which means hypothetically through a $3 million cash or surety bond, given the nature of it and the potential of the death penalty spec. Hypothetically, you may have access to contact to see about bondsmen or whatever to post that bond. And if you have a jail credit, let's see. Jeff, approximately what time was he custodialized on Saturday night?
Somewhere between, right around midnight, Your Honor, between 11 and midnight.
Okay. For the record, I have to give you a jail credit, sir. You have a 4-day jail credit toward any potential sentencing. Mr. Dobik, anything else as to Mr. Sinclair?
Not on behalf of the city, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Tate's anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Close proceedings as to Mr. Sinclair. You may take Mr. Sinclair back downstairs. We'll have him prepare the appropriate MIT papers.
Well, on behalf of the men and women of the Parma Police Department, we want to extend our deepest sympathies and condolences to the Sposit family. Mr. Sposit is somebody that's owned a business in our city for quite many years. At one point in time, our police cars used to get gas from Sunoco, so we would go there. And so he became quite a constant person with our department, very well known throughout the community and with the men and women of our department. And this is a tragic loss, not just for his family, but for the entire community as well.